Now it's time for this side of the face, and oh my god, you can see all of that fuzz. Like, can you see it? Oh my god, I'm a hairy girl. Hi, thank you for clicking into this video. I'm Ceryn. Today's video is going to be all about dermaplaning, and if you clicked in and you have no idea what that word means, don't worry. I'm going to be talking about the why, what, how, everything in this video. Now, I've worked in beauty for about 7 years now, and I've never had a dermaplaning treatment in a salon, or I've never done it myself. And I have no idea why, because I know what it is, the benefits, and all that jazz, but I've just never done it. So I thought it might be maybe educational and somewhat entertaining if I did it for the first time on camera. So first up, let me answer the burning question. What is dermaplaning, dermaplaning, however you want to say it? So in theory, it's a form of exfoliation where you use a blade, not a razor, to shave your face. And in doing so, what you're doing is removing dead skin cells from the top of your skin. You're also removing vellus hair, which a lot of people will just know as peach fuzz. Now, it's usually carried out in a salon, and to be honest, if you are nervous about it, I would just go to a salon. But if you are confident, you can do it at home, and people have been for the last couple of years, but recently and in lockdown, when you couldn't go to the salon, everyone's been doing it at home. So another question people might have is why? Why do people dermaplane? Why do they bother? Why do they want to shave their face? And it's because there's quite a few benefits. So firstly, as I mentioned before, it removes that peach fuzz. So if you touch your face, you'll feel all the fuzz on your skin. By removing that, it means your makeup's going to sit on your skin much more smoothly and more flawlessly. And if you use powders, you'll really notice this because powders tend to sit on top of that fuzz. And another one, which is quite similar, is because you're removing the fuzz, it means your skincare is going to penetrate your skin easier and deeper because it's not going to sit on top of it. And again, I mentioned in the beginning, it exfoliates your skin. So if you can't use maybe chemical exfoliators, maybe you're pregnant, this is a great alternative because you can still remove the dead skin cells from the top of your skin. So there are people that probably should avoid dermaplaning completely. If you've got acne, it's probably going to irritate you and do you more harm than good. If you've got rosacea, it could aggravate you, or very sensitive skin. I've got eczema, however, I don't have eczema in the areas that I'm going to be dermaplaning. If I did, I would probably avoid it. And with that being said, I'm not a dermatologist. Even though I've worked in beauty for a really, really long time, I would say make sure you do your research, make sure you know what you're doing before you go in with the blade. Now it's time to get to it. I'm so excited, a little bit nervous, but I'm just really apprehensive to see how much actually comes off my face. So let's get into what do you need. So as I mentioned before, we are shaving our face, so we will need a blade. These are the ones that I've got. They are called Tinkle. I did a kind of a Google around to see what people were using. I didn't want to spend a fortune because I didn't know if I was ever going to do this again. So I saw that a good kind of budget brand was Tinkle. However, with that in mind, I did see that there was a lot of kind of fake. So there was one called like Twinkle, Trinkle, anything you can imagine. So just make sure you go for a good brand and one that is really reputable, because the last thing you want is a rubbish blade that's just going to cut your face. So make sure you do look into that quite thoroughly. So what you're going to need is one blade. This comes with 3. So here we go. This is the blade that I'm going to be using. It's got a little safety guard on it at the moment. And at this stage, you don't need anything else other than your blade and a mirror. And I'm not going to put any product on my skin. At the moment, my skin is completely cleansed and dry. There is nothing at all on it. Now, if you look around and read up on dermaplaning, you'll see that some people prefer to use an oil, so there's a little bit of slip on their skin. However, I'm going to go with the general consensus, and most people don't use anything on their skin. Okay, so I'm going to zoom you in up close and personal so you can see all the gunk that comes off my face. Okay, I'm going to just tie my hair back. To make this a bit easier, you'll see that I have got some areas of redness because I am eczema prone. To be honest, I put off doing this video for ages because of my eczema, because I had a few spots, and I just thought, you know what, this is real life. Like, everyone that's watching this is probably, you know, not got perfect skin, because perfect skin, well, it does exist. I've seen it, actually. Some people got amazing skin. But anyway, I'm only human, so I couldn't put this off forever. So the first thing you want to make sure is your hands are completely clean. So you are going to be touching your face. If you want to wear gloves, you do you. But my hands are completely clean. What I'm going to be doing is just pulling my skin just to make it a little bit taut so I can glide. Then I'm going to just put it at that 45-degree angle and gently go downwards. Right, can you guys see some of the fuzz? There, you can see some of it there. So that's the start of the fuzz starting to come off. It's really fine. I don't know why I thought that it was going to be a lot like darker because my hair is so dark. But then again, I haven't got dark. You know, I can't see it anyway. So let's carry on, let's carry on. So what I'm going to do is just keep on going downwards. The noise is a lot different to what I thought it would be. Like, I don't know if you guys can hear it. But when I've watched videos in the past and seen it done, I don't really hear anything, so I don't know if it's this blade specifically, but we'll carry on. I'm just trying to keep the skin tight. At the moment, I can't feel absolutely anything. It doesn't feel harsh, it doesn't feel painful, it feels absolutely fine. I am starting to get more of that fuzz. I feel like I'm revealing new skin, which I completely am, but I don't know why I didn't think it would be like this. So we're definitely getting a lot more off now. Wow. I kind of want to show you. I love it. So can you see it on my index finger? That has so far come off some of my cheeks. You can see it's really, really fine hair, which is one of the common misconceptions as well. Let me bring you back into focus. So this is one of the common misconceptions, is that people think that by doing this is going to make their hair grow back thicker and darker, which it really isn't, because this hair is very, very fine on your face. It's never going to grow back like your leg hair or the hair on your head. It's going to grow back in the same exact way. The only reason sometimes people think that is because you're cutting this hair very bluntly. So when you feel it come back, it's obviously very blunt, but when it's on your face completely grown, it's very fine. So don't worry about that. It's not going to grow back darker. It's not going to grow back thicker. I feel like I'm going to be addicted to this now. And as well, one thing I will mention is that you're meant to do this, well, there's no rule, but every 4 to 6 weeks you will probably want to do it if you want to keep getting rid of any regrowth. Right, now I guess the tricky area is here. You know, you want to make sure you don't get rid of your sideburns completely. Well, you might want to, but I don't want to. So I'm going to just be really careful around this area and around my brow as well. And I'm not going to go directly underneath my eye either. It's very, very sensitive skin under there, very fragile, very thin, so I want to avoid that area. So I'm going to probably go about here. Whether that's right or wrong, we shall soon see. All of this. Now that's just come all off my face. I am so shocked at how much hair has come off. Because you don't really notice it when it's on your face. So I need to do kind of around my mouth, on my forehead and on my nose now, which I know are going to be a bit more tricky areas, but I'm going to keep doing the same thing that I've been doing, so holding the skin as taut as I can, holding it at a 45-degree angle and not putting too much pressure either, just letting it glide. Now it's time for this side of the face, and oh my god, you can see all of that fuzz. Like, can you see it? Oh my god, I'm a hairy girl. And you can already see how all that peach fuzz kind of distorts your face, the look of your skin, I mean. So let's carry on. And I think the more you do it, the more confident you get that you're not going to cut yourself as well. Well, fingers crossed now. Pull the skin. So can you see it all there? It's kind of satisfying to see it all move off, isn't it? There we go. You can see more of it just here. Wow. So annoyingly, my video cut out halfway through dermaplaning, which is just ideal, but hopefully you've got a good insight into
how it went for me and how I did it. If you have got any questions about how I did my forehead or around my nose, just let me know, just comment down below and I can answer them for you.
So I'm completely finished now. I've dermaplaned my entire face. My skin at the moment feels fine. It doesn't feel irritated. It feels very smooth, but a little bit coarse in some areas where there's more peach fuzz. But all in all, it doesn't feel overly sensitized. Now to round it off, what I'm going to do is use a hyaluronic acid serum. It's really good to moisturize your skin after you do this, or use like peptide skincare, or something really soothing, just to give back to your skin. This has just got Vichy mineralizing thermal water, which is really soothing, and hyaluronic acid in it, so it's going to really help to soothe and hydrate my skin. Now, if you do have a reaction, or if I have a reaction, what I'll do is strip my skincare right back and use really, really soothing products instead, and probably avoid makeup. However, that being said, people do say that as soon as you finish dermaplaning, you could put your skincare on, simple skincare, and your makeup on, have a shower, go to the gym, go about life as you are.
But I wanted to hop on here kind of vlog style and update you on how I found the aftermath, because I know a lot of people have got questions about that. So straight after, I found my skin was a little bit itchy. I don't know if that's because I used Vichy Mineral 89 Serum. Even though it's a hydrating hyaluronic acid serum, it's got silicone in it. So one of my friends said it could have been that. But to be honest, it wasn't really, really itchy, and it wasn't like irritating me. It was just a bit like, oh, that's the thing. But it stopped after about 24 hours. And other than that, literally nothing. In terms of spots, I know a lot of people say, oh, it gave me spots. I don't think it's given me spots. I've got a couple around here, but I did anyway. I think my skin is actually better now than it was before. It's more clear than it has been in ages. And the one thing I saw immediately after was my skin was so much brighter and healthy looking. I think I posted on my Instagram like, oh my God, this is life, because it was so good. In terms of how my skin felt straight after, it was a really strange sensation, but it feels really good. I think it did feel a little bit dry, so I just kept using hydrating skincare. And what else can I report? That's the only thing, a little bit as well. Towards here, where my skin was probably a little bit thicker, I wouldn't say thick, but thicker than maybe like here, it did feel a little bit coarse, but that's, I don't know, it's because I did take it a little bit higher there, but nothing that I was really worried about. And makeup went on so much better. I loved the result of how my makeup looked. It just looked so smooth. And a bit more dewy, I would say. And that's something I have noticed as well. How fast am I talking? I'm so sorry. My skin's gone a little bit oilier, I find. I don't know if it's because the hair isn't there for it to stick to, but that's something I have noticed. Not crazy amounts, but enough for me to notice it. But all in all, really love the result. I love the way my makeup looks. I love the way my skincare goes on. And to be honest, I feel like it's made my skin better. So I will definitely be doing it again, 100%.
Hopefully you enjoyed this video and learned something about dermaplaning. Let me know in the comments if it's something you already do or something that you're tempted to do at home yourself. I really like the effects so far. I'm really excited to put makeup on now though. If you do want to see what it looks like with makeup on, head over to my Instagram because I'm going to upload a picture with makeup over there. If you've got any video ideas that you'd like to see on my channel, don't forget to comment below. I've got some ideas in mind. I'm going to do an eczema video just for anyone who does have eczema like me, and I'm also going to do something around shopping for makeup online. So make sure you do subscribe so you don't miss them, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone!